Hello everybody, welcome back to another stream video thing. Yeah, alright. So yesterday, if you guys haven't seen, I made a tier list with the current patch. There were some people who disagreed with some picks afterwards. I still stand my ground on the picks I made. But know that all tier lists are like subjective to a point. There's not going to be one that's perfect. So, but it should give a good reference for anyone interested in like what's kind of good in this meta. I think we've given it enough time to be established. But now we're going back to theme teams a little bit. I know that one of the theme teams I've wanted to make is a late Torment Venom spread team. I think you can easily combine them into both just because of Acronox with Cobweb, which both poisons and traps. So I'm gonna kind of combine them both into one, and rather than doing one or the other, it also makes the team more flexible and hopefully more viable. Problem is that there's actually quite a few options when you combine them both for just poison and trap inflictions. So I might end up wanting to have more Tems on this team than I'm actually able to. We'll see what I can do though. I think Yowler and Venx are going to be the two late Torment users. I'm not sure how many in total there even are. Let's see. Yeah, the only other one is like Neutral Koish, which I am now going to run. Why am I running Neutral Koish? Well, besides the late Torment option, I was looking for a Water Cannon user for to inflict Toxic Ticks. I can't even find Koish. Here we go. My Water Koish isn't perfect yet. Maybe I should go perfect that just so I can I could have it. I think we'll just go with this moveset. Neutral Koish is actually a powerhouse. It's got so many strong moves. Harmful Lick for low priority, insane damage. And Neutral Stream's even 105 base damage. It's actually really strong. Alright, so now we still need Yeller. The other good thing about adding Neutral Koish is that it's not actually weak to Mental because of Iridescence. And there's Light Torment. Alright. I'll fix movesets later. I just want to see how the team looks and then make edits accordingly. There is a new Tem that got Venom spread yet that I think is going to be awful, but I think it's worth a try, because I like trying out everything that's updated in a new patch. So we're going to try Guldur with a special attack spread. That way, when I say that it's bad, I can actually have some experience to back it up. And then I think... I think I want Nidrasil. Nidrasil has Hallucination to inflict Trapped, and then also it's able to inflict Toxic with Apothecary. It's gonna be like a support set for the most part. Probably just gonna invest like really a lot of speed in it, and HP primarily. Alright, so now this type chart looks awful. I'm really weak to wind. Get walled by Toxics. It'd be nice to throw like low wall. I should throw a Handcuffs user. I'm leaning towards like Emanip Mix, but Mix prefers Sweatband. So I might run Mix, possibly with Hallucination, and then also Lawali with Urushiol. That'll be fun. Like normally when you build a team like this, you want a good balance between like being able to embrace the strategy and also just viable other options, but this team does not have that. I'm just kind of going with the meme here and giving this a try. Yeah, my mix doesn't have max attack. It's not soulbound either. My Lawali also isn't soulbound. How many feathers do I have? Right. We're gonna make use of my Lumas. Just because I feel like there's no reason not to. I have them, might as well use them. I gotta use my feathers though, soulbind and buy some hot fixes. And then we'll head back to the Volfi radar spot. Really? This guy's played. I wonder how many games this guy's played this season. As far as I know, he's one of the new Showdown players. Because I think that's one of the base avatars. He doesn't have a banner. I faced him a lot. He must just play like an insane amount. Alright. Let's see. Lawali. Do I have enough for mix? Ugh, probably not. The other one was... I forgot. Ah, Koish. There it is. It's quite a bit of speed. I might not end up being able to perfect it. Yeah, Lawali's got spores. Perfect stats. I just need to soulbind it. It's been a while since I've used Lawali actually, because Volfi basically outclasses it in the meta. Everything it wants to do. We're just gonna buy hotfix boxes, as many as possible. Because these are better value. Helps in the long run. I've got so many Lumas to perfect. So I probably won't be able to see the Koish or maybe even the mix in action today, but that's okay. Eventually we'll get them. Perfect Lumas. I could always use pro teams too, but then that burns through my Pansons and takes a longer time to readjust TVs. I really like that they added them to Showdown. It's just the requirements to use them is a bit sad, but it makes sense. Alright. Also, I still wish you could kind of open those in a group. Fix, HP, nope. Stamina, nope. Speed. It's a lot of speed. Alright, attack, defense. It was special defense and speed, so maybe I'll max out speed actually. That'd be nice. Ooh. We just need a few more in special defense. Now it's a water Quaish, but it's already OT, and as long as I get one perfect Luma Quaish, then I'll be able to use any Luma Quaish on Showdown. And with the attack hotfixes, I got my Tali's attack max. Now I just need special defense as well. Seems like that's the one I need the most of. Right. Perfect. Beautiful. Alright, Arushiol. It's a pretty standard set for the most part. I can't actually use the synergy on hallucination, and it's kind of an expensive move, so it might not be worth running, but for now at least I'm going to give it a try. The two moves it really wants are Energy Manip and Crystal Spikes, so beyond that, it's not super picky. Yep, that's the moveset for Nid, Guldur. I think just going full offensive moves on the Yowler is going to be best. Just because I want a turn 1 option when comebacker's not up. Savage Suplex is strong. Oshi is good coverage. It's nothing crazy. Vex has cool options. I think we're just gonna go with this moveset though. I like Strangle, it's a really good move. Stuff like Shelter and Sacrifice are options too, or a different turn 1 base jump. Acronox. Doo-doo-doo. And the Toxin Shower is always good. I'll get a little less value with it because I'm going to be running a slower Acronox just for speed tiering. But that's okay. I could actually do is... maybe I go min speed on the Acronox and then have like Petrify for late Torment shenanigans. I think we're going to have some fun and do that. Because the thing is, if I want Water Cannon from this Quaish to be faster than Acronox, I either have to invest a lot of speed in the Quaish, or I have to make Acronox stupidly slow. And since the other two moves that this Quaish wants to use are low prio, I want this as much investment in bulk as possible. So... if I put like heavy armor on it, I can make it slower. I might do that, but that takes like calcs to figure out what speed it actually goes. I'm not sure what 117 with heavy armor does. I'm just gonna pull up good old Temtem real quick. Looks like it's 99 base speed. So as long as my Quaish reaches 150, that would be enough. Heavy armor. Perfect. I might not even need the heavy armor, that might just be extra, but oh well, we'll make sure it underspeeds Naga and Decidor so that it can still not get its moves off before. Maybe I should, okay, you know what, I should make it faster than Venks probably. I could either scuff Venks. No, I'll just use Sting, yeah. Yeah, we'll keep it as is. It's alright. But now I need the moveset. 65 is the stamina break point for triple Soil Steam. I think max special attack is good, get as much value out of its high damaging moves as possible, and then just HP. Pretty standard set. Venks needs a bit more stamina invest to stay on the field longer, which is what it wants to do. By a bit, I mean that's a lot. I think I'm gonna invest max HP and then fill attack. Both traits are really good on Venks. Arcane Wrap might be better in this meta. I feel like there's more special attackers around than physical. Neutral Quaish. Super high stamina costs, actually. Might be worth putting a stamina item on it. Just so we can have more than a 2-turn rotation, but we'll try it as is. Max HP, because this thing's really squishy. Doesn't have a lot of defensive stats to work with. It's got pretty high attack already as well. Alright. Yowler. It's actually got really nice base stam, so don't won't be as much invest as some of the other ones. Still want a 3-turn rotation. I think a 3-turn rotation is just best on like all Tems. Get more comebacker value, I'll invest full attack and fill HP. It'll still be really high HP though, just because it only took 40 stamina. Good enough. Gulder. Yeah. I don't have any priority for Rotten Goose. I might as well make this thing go first under any circumstances with Decidora. No. Since Venom spreads priority, I can at least outspeed really slow stuff. Hello, Ninja Freak. Welcome. Is the team code on this one? I am still building the team, so I don't have a team code on it yet. I could give it to you as soon as I'm done if you want it, though. But that's normally I refine the team code first, like throughout the stream, and then at the end of the stream I post the code so that people can get the best version of the team. But if you want this early on version and to kind of play while I'm streaming, I could do that for sure. Gulder's already got enough stamina. We're gonna go max special attack, try and get as much value out of this silly thing as possible. This is normally not a good spread, double 500, but that's what we're going with today. We'll go up to 61 stam on Nidrasil. Might end up putting Sweatband on it just so we can stay on the field longer. We're gonna max out its speed, get as much value from Hypnosis as possible. And honestly, I think we're just gonna invest the rest in HP. It's not meant to deal damage, it's meant to be a support. Getting a Spores off on Gulder when it Madness buffs is really nice, and then just being poison support for the Venom spread users is nice. We came up with a pretty good spread last time on Mix. I don't remember what team that was though. Yeah, sure. If you're just starting out on PvP, I think I'd recommend something like I call it the Easy Team. It's the first code on the right side of the screen. That's a really nice one to start with. This one uses kind of like a gimmick. For the most part, I make gimmick teams just kind of, they're more fun, but they're a lot harder to use, and you're going to lose a lot more games. So, and plus, it's not a great way to learn because you're using something unconventional. So, but the easy team I have, I should call it a new player friendly team. It just doesn't fit on the screen. It's got a bunch of easier attempts to use. And it'd be a great intro to comp if that's what you're interested in. Hello, Laura Weaver, welcome. Having some fun today, that's for sure. Yeah, Wally takes so much more stamina invest nowadays. Feels bad, but that's alright. Max special attack, 232 speed. And then the rest in HP. It's pretty standard low ollie spread, something I've used for a long time. It's just that the amount of TVs you have to invest in everything got changed when low ollies got changed around. Now for items, I think I'm gonna go the handcuffs and the Lawali. Sweatband is super good on mix, so I won't end up having it on the Nidrisil, but that's fine. Not sure what I want on the Nidrisil though. Maybe just double screen for now. Maybe Mom's Lunch on Gulder. I was actually thinking Bully Grandpa would be nice on this team. Maybe I'll try a couple of games with the team as is, but I might swap that in later. Run Fake Beard on the Koish. And Nut Bar on the Venks. I don't need nearly as much stamina invest on Quaish then. I'll just go down to 61. That saves me a lot of TVs. I can put in attack. Well, like I said, Ninja, I wouldn't use this team, but if you want the initial code, there it is, D54A1. I think I got everything done now. Gonna really have to watch out for bait users. Hopefully don't run into a Barn She with neutrality. Because that would be very sad. Camo users. Volarend will be bad just because I've got, even Adoro, because I have so many toxics and neutrals. And Adoro's a really common Tem, so maybe this wasn't a great idea. Still working on the Volfi radar. Yeah, I ended up skipping streams on Wednesday and Thursday because I had really exhausting days, plus hadn't taken a break since the Invitational. But I am back, refreshed, and ready for some more PvP, so that's what we're here for today. Yesterday was a tier list, so it was basically a day off as well. Don't think I'll be able to complete the weekly mission of 8 daily missions or whatever. Okay. Munko's not fun. But I think Hazrat's gonna be worse. Actually, if I ban Munko, then Acronox is a really good pick. So that'll be just fine. I think I just go Lawali Acronox. Because if he picks something that... This should counter everything. It hits these two. It doesn't hit Momo, but I can still get Narushio Venom spread off on it just fine. I think Momo's going to be the next biggest problem. Cosmo's also a little threatening, but it's weak to late Torment, so I should be able to manage. Oshiar is not great. Hedgen will kind of be annoying, but it doesn't hit anything super effective. I guess it hits like Mix and Yggdrasil. He bans the Mix, so that works for me. Definitely want Venks. I think we'll give Gulder a try as well. Yggdrasil's not going to outspeed anything to get really good hypnosises off, so I think we're going to skip it this game. The Koi shall actually be weak to the Hedgen because Iridescence confuses me and I'm the one playing it. Oh, we'll definitely just see how this goes. Did he have anything to eat the Soil Steam turn 1? I'm not sure. No, he's got nothing. So I'm just gonna Regiel the Volphy. Maybe he brings in Gazuma? Yeah. Oh, he's got handcuffs then on the Volphy, yep. So that's kinda sad. Traps in my Acronox so I can't deal any damage. So, well, what town would you like featured? I mean, I always love Pookie. But realistically, favorite like fully evolved viable town. Juvine's always been great. I'm not. I read the first couple, but I haven't as much lately. And Nagise, since you ranked at S yesterday. That's fair. Nagise is super... Oh, I clicked... Why did I click... Right. Oopsie. I mean, Nagise has always been strong. I'm not... Like I said, I don't know what Tems you've already done. I think if you want to do something that's kind of strong now and probably won't be later on, I would say Adoro would be a good pick. I think after this meta, we're going to stop seeing Adoro, which will be a bit sad. It's also S tier that way. Yeah, no problem. And now he has to play the guess what type of Koisha I'm running game. I don't think I can win this one though. After the misplay with the Volphy and Venom spread, I think I kind of just screwed myself. So I don't even know if this kills. It does, so that helps. I have 2 late Torment users and nothing that allows traps left. This Hazard's getting a lot of marbles value. I wouldn't be surprised to see a Plague and Lava Wave into the Quaish slot. Just to cover for both, because he can't leave the Quaish alive, otherwise it'll kill the Hazoret. Yeah. A very squishy Hazoret, wow. I guess like things like max speed, max attack or something. I guess I could have swapped in the Mom's Lunch for an OX. I'm still not used to using that type of item. Here I have a special Goulder and I'm still clicking Toxic Ink. That's what I mean. It's like, just clicking Toxic Ink gets way more value. If I can kill this Hazoret before it kills me, I think there's still a chance. I'm just gonna double the Hazrat slot. Oh, Turbine. I think Gulder can take that pretty well. Yeah, it's a Gulder. Lava Wave, that hurts. Wow, Strangle did quite a bit. That did like nothing. I mean, that also did nothing, but I was expecting that to do nothing. I guess I just use Rotten Goo on Ragnitz. I'm gonna use Ninja on the Hazrat, just yeah, I was gonna say it can avoid death by doing that. It's probably Toxic Farewell, which is really bad, yeah. Because without that damage on Venks, I think I'd still stand a sliver of a chance. How am I today? I'm doing well. Gotta sleep in, haven't really done much. Now I'm just playing some Temtem. Normal streaming schedule? I don't have one. Normally I stream at like 8 o'clock CST, 8 p.m. Saturdays I'm able to stream earlier just because I don't have any responsibilities today. Hello Dens, welcome. Advice for a new player? I would say this game, what's really important is knowledge. So what you want to do is I would recommend picking one team. A team probably somebody else has made and can recommend is a solid team, and then play that team and just learn comp. What's really important is learning what each tem wants to do. Like, if you see a Piranhans, is that bulky? Is it fast? How much damage does it deal? What kind of moves does it want to click? And that's something you can gain best by experience and just playing matches. Do not worry too much about winning or losing at the start. Just play to learn and have fun. If you want a good starting team, I have a team code on the right. It's called Easy Team. It's a new player friendly team. Got a whole bunch of really solid tems on it. You could just play that one and learn the game through it. I think it's an enjoyable team as well, so I would recommend doing something like that. Also, joining clubs is a great place, or a great thing to do as well, because there's a lot of people in the community that would just love to help. You know, I started the Pookie Pond, which is kind of a club, but it's more of like a Discord community, just to help out new players like you get started and find a team that you really enjoy playing. What would you recommend for an old player? An old player, I would recommend just having fun. Like, at this point, we're just trying to continue enjoying the game after having played it for so long and having questionable balance patches. But I mean, really, I think once you've gained all the knowledge and stuff, the next step is to analyze the meta, try and find counters to it, and if you're like me, the best thing to do is learn how to spread better, because my TV spreads are awful. They're really basic, and the reason I lost in the tournament, besides lack of skill, was because of TV spreads. My opponents ended up spreading better than me, so that's something I'm definitely gonna want to work on. Hey, I mean, Kaku last meta, you only have fun? That's great. Maybe this can be the Grumble meta. I tried it and it felt really good, surprisingly. energy reserves plus like gravel bag mud showers are pretty decent. I might argue for it getting Earthbreaker. It wouldn't be. It would be a nice little buff to Grumvul, and it wouldn't change Grumper at all because Grumper already gets the move. But I want to create a list, like compiling, of how the Crema can help out LC Tems or Little Cup or Middle Cup Tems without completely breaking the game. Grumper ran the town back in Kisua. Yeah, I mean, and Grumper itself is really good right now too with I like Dust Vortex. But I was running Grumvul, the pre-evolution, in my LC team, and that was fun. I have Acronox for Zenarith left. Calibus will be a problem, but I think my late Torment combo can break through that. I'm curious about this lead though. Is this like a striking Mimit? Because he picked double electric when I have a mix available. Fast charge. It is a striking, so it's going to be an extremely fast Mimit. Probably going to steal my mix. He doesn't have anything to eat the double in on the Gazuma slot though. Not sure what kind of stat spread this Mimit has either, if it's physical, special, or if it has just defense invest. Really bulky Gazuma. I think it is, yeah. It should have taken more damage than that. I know it's got high special defense, but that's still ridiculous. Let's like plus some Spadef invest. Oh, strange. My game bugged out. There's not even a chance that I'll outspeed this Mimit. When did I start playing? I bought the game in alpha, and I played it quite a bit. Well, I should say, I played through as much of the story as was available, and I realized that I didn't want to learn the game twice, and so I decided to stop playing until... Why did I do... I went to attack the Mimit. Oh, I keep making mistakes. I'm not focusing. Because Denigrate would have killed the Gazuma. But then once Arbory dropped, I picked it up then, and I've been playing since, really actively. Only break I took was when Scarlet and Violet came out, and I played that for like 2 months and didn't even touch Temtem until I realized that Pokemon PvP sucks in comparison to Temtem. Yeah. I probably should have used Hallucination on something. Am I liking Mix? This is my second game. I feel like Mix is pretty predictable. It just wants to get low health. And then just deal tons of damage. But because of so many spread moves, like, you know which Tems have spread moves, so it's kind of reasonable. Like, Mimit with stealing my Denigrate was the only thing he actually had for spread move. problem is that I didn't have any great swaps. He'll probably has Turbine on his Zalbian here, and he'll probably just Crystal Spikes with his Mimic to push himself into Puppet Master, and then I got like nothing. I haven't even been able to click late Torment yet. Nope, he's just gonna try and double the Acronox, kill it before I can attack, I guess. I'm a pretty bulky Acronox, but the problem is I really needed Acronox for Zenarith. I hope this kills Mix. If it doesn't, I kind of lose. Okay, that was really close. Zalbian probably dies to OX if it attacks, and then... Hold on. Yeah, I can't even sting the Calibus here. So I'm just gonna swap to Venx, and... I guess I'll neutral stream for now. I want the Zalbian to go down, because once Zalbian goes down, Zenarith is forced to be on the field, and I can get at least one hit off with Acronox. Plus Quaish is faster than whenever Zalbian clicked, so don't have to take a hit that way. I'm gonna use Venx to Savage Suplex the Calibus, make it OX, and then I'm gonna use Quaish to deal some damage to Zenarith. Because I'm gonna need some chip on Zenarith. A single Soil Steam won't take it down from full, but after the chip from Harmful Lick, I think it could go down. Uses Toxic Ink. Okay. That's fair. Very fair. Oh, that is such good damage. Soil Steam definitely finish it off. I'm gonna strangle the Calibus just to make sure that I can get Acronox in and not have to worry. Wish goes down here. I'm gonna Harmful Lick though, just in case. It can take the Crystal Spikes, but I'm assuming he's just gonna Water Blade. Yeah. Makes sense. So I got Acronox, and I can Soil Steam the Zenarith now. Oh no, it's got knocked back. I should have known. Oh, but I lived! Oh no! Heavy armor, bulky Acronox, let's go! I'm not sure if that's a max special attack Zenarith. It looked like a speedier one, so I'm assuming it was. Had that killed, I think I just lost. I mean, I can sting for chip. Because Water Blade outspeeds for well, actually, I might even get outsped by Water Blade. Yeah, I will. The off chance I get a move, I'll click Petrify. I think that Venx can finish this off, though. There's the OX. Get the trapped on Calibus. Click late Torment. And I'll just sting now, I suppose. We gotta win. I forgot to update my win rate. Oops. You're 1-1 now. Throw a temp guard at it. It was ripe and ready for it. So I mean, the team doesn't feel great. It doesn't feel awful. I haven't gotten to use Nid yet, or Yowler. On the bright side, there's not really any mentals in this meta. Aside from, I guess there's a Dora Naga, I don't know what I'm saying. uh, but like Naga I can hit with my Toxics, and I just ban a Doro because it counters my entire team. But besides those two, I mean, it's a pretty free. Have I used a team with MIDI? Yes, the LC team you see on the side, I played that on Tuesday, and it had a MIDI on it. It was really fun. I didn't get to pull off the combo, though. The Hypnotists plus Soft Touch. But overall, I mean, MIDI is one of the better pre-evolutions now, I think. Now that Matter teleports an egg move for it. Although my perfect Sambi I can't even use now because I gotta pick up a Matter teleport ETC, and those are stupid expensive. So big sad there. It's doing it for me. Oh, that's awesome. I tried playing it in like Diamond Elo, and people just banned the Towley because it was so strong. So I never really... I mean, I could use MIDI alone, but it's still a pre-evolution. It's got bad stats. And everyone wants to inflate the stats of every Tem this week. Having unethical Tems, yeah. So on 2 of your placements, the team you built, awesome. Was it the easy team, or was it this late Torment shenanigans? Late Torment, alright. Well, whatever works. Glad you're having success. Dance my Yowler. I'm actually going to pick the Goulder here so I have Mom's lunch, because I'm assuming he's going to bring Chimerian, and I'm assuming that Chimerian has bait. Very first team, and every team after that has had a Mental Quaish. Also ran Crystal Quaish for some time. That's really cool. Yeah, only time I've seen Mental Quaish used was Biker was doing a special attacking Quaish, and to pair with Adoraboros, so I had Psychollab and Water Cannon synergy. It was that was some fun shenanigans, but it was not good. It was not good. Mine wasn't Kisiwa, is known for it. Oh, awesome. A physical? Okay. Yeah, Crystal Quaish, I think Par's used for a little bit. Mineral Hail's really good, and its typing is awesome, but that's about all it's got. I think it gets like Diamond for it too, right? I mean, it's interesting, but Quaish is not bulky enough to pull that off. Running out my neutrals. Doesn't want to deal with late Torment, I suppose. Can ban the Platamus. Double Synergy Master Collab, yeah. Very fair. I mean, if you can pull it off, it does insane damage. Thinking. Ignitorsil will be alright here. Turn 1, this board's a bit rough. Because I want to Arushiol Venom spread the Gazuma, but 1, that won't kill. 2, Acronox is a bigger threat. Well, I need a Hypoxia turn 1, for sure. And then hope a Hypoxia plus Plague outspeeds and kills this Acronox. Koish is okay. I think Koish will be better than Mix. Still have quite a few ways to trap, so I can maybe get a late Torment off. Not sure. Thank you for the follow, Ninja. Hello, Jelly Mudkip. Welcome. Venom, thank you for the follow. Alright, so Marble sucks. He actually swaps out the Acronox, which sucks. Give you a follow, team helped a lot. Yeah, I love making teams, so this is... I'm always glad to make teams. I make a ton of them. Make like 4 or 5 a week. Props to you for teaching new players. Yeah, glad to help out the new players. I hope a lot of them stick around. Alright, now is the question of, do I kill the Gazuma or do I get some damage on the Moments? Madness buff Goulder? Yeah. I figured before I hate on it too much more that I should give it a try. Ironary Flood, good thing Goulder's item's already disabled. Let's see how much damage this does. Come on, Goulder! That actually did a lot of damage. This Gazuma is dead in 1 more turn. Now I'm going to swap in the one thing that's not weak to wind on my team that's not on the field already. I'm afraid of a Hurricane, so I'm going to keep Lawali in as well. Yeah, I mean, Madness buff Goulder, like, it doesn't want to have to spend 30% of its health. And it doesn't have a fantastic special attack stat. So that's kind of why it's not great. We healed the Gazuma, give it an extra turn. I didn't even think about that. Still dies to Toxic in 2 turns and he can't really attack. Rushing Diabolo. Okay, now it survives. How much healing you got? Alright, I'm gonna Plague the Moments to push off the healing. If it swaps out, then I think we're okay. Tornado hold is down. I guess I could have late tormented the Moments. I knew it didn't have bait or anything. Binary Flood. That's fair. It should do a lot of damage to Chimerian though. Yep, that's pretty good. On the off chance Koish gets another hit off, I'm gonna late torment the Moments. Why neutral Koish? Because it gets late torment. This is a Venom spread late torment team. And so I wanted to use as many of the late torments users as possible. I actually use Revitalize again, I'm surprised. took an OX for that. I almost exhausted it with another plague. Yeah, plus Koish has one of the hardest hitting moves with a stab harmful lick. It does crazy good damage. Ah, he's getting... I'm using a toxic move, so he's gonna get turned to a toxic type and then become a problem because I can't hit it with anything well. Good play on his part. Yeah, it was not. He's got a whole bunch of stuff in the back that's really low health. The Gazuma surviving is what's going to ruin me in the end. Chimerian can't do much to Acronox here. We'll see what happens. If it swaps to Acro, then I'm kind of... Yeah. I'm losing this one bad. And there comes the Gazuma. If I had allergic spread and I clicked it here, then the Gazuma would be dead, so that's super risky to do. I'm not sure why he did it. But now that puts him in a really advantageous position. Oh, to nup our Acronox too. Very unfortunate. I got nothing I can do in this game. Gazuma one-shots one of these two Tems with Tornado. I can't break through Acronox because it's toxic, and he banned out my neutrals, and then his Arachnite was also toxic because the adaptive bonus. He played really well there. Just, I lost. Bad. We'll get him next time, though. Alright. Let's get right back into queue. Queue times have been pretty good at this time of day on a Saturday. So, that's nice. Though it reduces our daily Volphy count. I might actually not finish this Volphy radar by this weekend and have to go into it at the start of next week, do less Psypark. Hopefully it's a bad Psypark week. I should say, I hope it's not bad, but I hope it's two Tems that I already have. Let's see. That Goulder actually did something that match. Still haven't been able to use the late Torment side super well. We'll see if we can make something happen this game. Hardly got to use Nidrasil as well. Number 12, rematch. Now that he knows my team, maybe he'll play a bit differently, I'm not sure. It's my Acronox. That's fair, it's pretty solid against his team. Now I know that his Mimit is striking as well, which changes things. Finally get to use Yowler, and I'm gonna use like Handcuffs, late Torment, so that can do a ton of damage, especially if they actually attack the Yowler. I'm gonna wait to attack the Mimit because it takes half damage on the turn it transforms when it's striking, which can be really problematic for me. Alibis isn't great to deal with, but Momo would outspeed my entire team and pretty much nuke everything. I guess Nidrasil would outspeed, but in itself is not that great. X isn't going to be great here, but he doesn't have a lot of spread moves, so I might be able to make something happen. Because I'm thinking that Guldur won't be able to hit Zenarith or Guldur in the back. Hardly hits Zalbian as well. Being a monotoxic isn't a great offensive type, it's more of a good defensive one. And it doesn't have any special attack coverage moves to take advantage of. Alright, I'm gonna Plague, late Torment Gazuma. We'll see what happens. He actually attacks his own Gazuma. That's really weird. Swapping in Zalbian here, just trying to make Zalbian super fast. No, he swaps in Calibus. He'll be in range to die to Hypoxia now. Yeah. So that's really good for me. And then I can just get a Savage Suplex on the Mimit here. Gazuma's got really low defense, so it'll deal a ton of damage. Lawali going slower kind of feels bad, but it's not the end of the world. Oh, it doesn't kill! Oh, it's got codes! No! How am I supposed to predict that? That's very unfortunate for me. Because now I think I'm in range to die from a Tesla prison. I can try and get the Plague off to finish the Calibus, but it's not going to be great. I'm just going to clinch the Mimit. Live! No, it's a special attack invested Mimit. It's kind of weird. You don't want to invest offense in striking Mimit because you don't know what you're going to have to attack. First aid kit Mimit. Okay, very interesting. Mixel outspeed, get a... It'll just Emanip the Calibus to finish it off. And then another clinch will finish off Mimit. Actually swaps the Calibus. Getting Zalbian in, that's fair. Lumigarunder, thank you for the follow. Had the fastest match versus the Rage Tat team. Orphil did like 35 with Nox Bomb. Oh wow, that's a lot. He really didn't spread right? I guess no, Orphil just does so much damage, so... Yeah, who even needs to ban Shween, right? To just kill the poor Orphil. I'm not Yowler's in range to die from just about anything, unfortunately. He's got telekinetic on his Zalbian. Super unfortunate. He madness buffs. Little sketch for sure. Zalbian's in range to die from a Crystal Bite now. Or a Crystal Spikes now, because of telekinetic. I suppose it's faster and it can get a Turbine off if it wants to do that. I might have to just Crystal Spikes my own mix to try and push it in Puppet Master. That might be the only way I win this. And that would be only if I outspeed the Zenith. If the Zenith has speed invest, it'll outspeed my mix because I have really low invest. Yeah, it outspeeds. Rip. I could have swapped to Nidrasil that turn, I suppose, and then the Strangle still would have done something. He just played very well. Telekinetic on the Zalbian also really screwed me, because Yala would have been able to get a hit off then, and I would have been able to kill the Zenith, and without the Zenith around, Mix could have carried the rest of the game. GG's. Yeah, I still have mixed feelings about the team. I don't think it's that great. I'm trying to figure out how I could optimize it though. I mean, obviously the best way to do it would be to drop one half of the strategy and then just build a normal viable team. Because if you just add a sprinkle of Venom spread into a normal team or a sprinkle of late Torment, then it's still easily viable. But adding both of them and having that be the entire team, it's a bit rough. And most of the time my neutrals get banned out because people just don't have the mentals to work with. Maybe what I need to do is drop Nidrasil. Wrong's tail's all pink on its Luma. Yeah, it's a Luma, it changes a little bit. He's got so many things that resist Toxic here. Pick one gimmick. I think I'm gonna swap out Nidrasil for Grandpa after this and then try. Oh, come on, Kip. How many teams do I make that are actually viable? You must embrace the strategy. Get lost in the sauce. That's what I say. Got no actual mentals here. He could have Telekinetic on Zalbian or Narco on Saku. Confiscate mix. Yeah, for some shenanigans it can do that. I think that would be a better slot on like a Doom team with a mixed side carry. Just so it can eliminate Talisman. I'm not even sure how many Talismans there are. It's not like I see them in my matches because I just don't have Doom. Okay. My mix has really high defense invest, so I could live like a lava wave and just get... I won't live a P-jab. Yeah, you know what? I didn't even think about Splitter. Splitter kind of ruins me. Dude. Okay. I don't know if there's gonna be a great way to salvage this game, but we could try for sure. I'm banning Two-Vine. Like, Two-Vine's really strong against my team because it's one of the best toxic counters in the game, and also it's got the highest defense stats, so my light Torment side wouldn't work well. And he banned Low Ollie, which was my best counter to it. Shook might be good in there too. I'm not sure how many toxic stacks I want. I mean, honestly, I think I might drop Koish as well. Like, Koish is cool, but it makes my type charts or coverage just a bit worse. Plus, I wouldn't have to scuff my Acra then, and I could have actually work a bit more. Actually, no, I still would if I want to do shenanigans with Lawali. Ah, shoot. One option is to crystal spikes myself, but then I'm just in range to die to helicopter kick. I don't even know if this is a parry or a tireless Mashuk. I'm pretty sure it is Splitter. People still run Fake Beard on Splitter. Mulgoose for some reason or another. Yeah, and then he just P-jabbed Faraday cages just to make sure the mix dies, and to cover any swaps. Because without the P-jab I would live. Maybe not after the Toxic Ticks, but dunno. Yeah. Chances are he does have mental moves on these two, so it's just kind of a matter of time. There we see the Zalbian. Pretty tanky, but with the turbine coming my way, it's not going to be fun. Cage! See, it's Splitter, I told you. And there's the turbine. I can take it and hit back, but it's still really not good for me. It's not even in range to die from the Toxic Ticks. Don't we all love glitches where the Zalbian turns into a toxic type and still has Toxic Ticks on it? Probably the first ever Venom spread that hits a Toxic type. Yeah. It's a bit of a rough bug for him, but I don't see any way I come back from this still, so. I see a helicopter kick come my way. If this kills... Okay. Okay. It's not over yet, but things are looking still pretty grim. Yeah, it's gonna depend a lot on what this Yowler's trait is. Unfortunately, Savage Suplex does not OX me to death. It would be great to bring in Yowler next turn, but that's not an option. Actually swaps them with Shook. Very interesting. Oh, that did nothing. Okay. Super bulky Yowler. Must be cold-blooded. I can, Frond Whip won't do that much, just because I resist it. It'll still hurt. But I think the Frond Whip plus the, oh, he just boomerangs, okay. But make sure he eliminates the Ninja for next turn, and doesn't challenge the type chart here. I mean, I can get a little bit of chip on the Yowler here, but he is I believe it's a cold-blooded Yowler, so he'll just win in the end because I'm comebacker. Warm blood. Yeah, sorry. Its old trait was cold-blooded, but then they realized that it did the same thing as warm-blooded, so they just renamed it. I'm predicting a helicopter kick, so I'm just going to clinch to save some stamina on Yowler, because with the comebacker proc, this should finish off Mashuk. Okay, it barely does, so that's good. He has to heal or rest or something here. If he attacks me, he'll take a big OX and proc my comebacker. Getting 2 turns of exhaust is really good. I just clinch, and then next turn I savage, and I might be able to pull out a win actually. So he doesn't OX. So he's gonna hope that a savage will finish me off, and it very well could. It very, very well could. Depends on how much attack invest he has on his Yowler. It is not enough. Good game to Juan Snow. That one looked pretty rough, so it's cool to pull out a win from that one. Even got a promo off of it. Nice. I thought we were losing more than we were winning, so I was not expecting a promo. Yeah, I mean today the win-loss is 2-3, so that's nice. Guess we'll just murder a few Volfies in between here. Feels good to beat on the hardest, or the most popular temp of the patch. Yeah, number 12 is queuing a lot today. I haven't even seen them before now. I guess I won the first round, he won the second. We'll see what happens now. Ah, I forgot to change my team. I said I was going to do that like 2 games ago. Oopsie. Uh, I just wanted to try something different here. The reason I had Nidosil in the first place was to lead with Guldur here, so I can Spores the Guldur, and it'll heal it for after the Madness buff. If I bring Mix, I can deal with the double Gazuma strategy. If he steals my Guldur here, that would be really bad, because I would hardly have any way to kill it. But it would also be really slow, and I could control with Nidosil and stuff. He didn't ban Acronox this time, which is nice for me. Both Koish and Venks are good, but I'm gonna go with Venks. Did pick the Momo. Momo won't do a whole lot against Guldur, Nid, or Mix, but it'll hit the other two super hard. Get the Spores and the Madness buff. Does steal the Guldur. I forget what trait I have. I think it's Punching Bag. Oh no, he made my Guldur even slower. How dare he? I think he's just getting chip damage because he realizes how much of a problem Guldur could be. So honestly, he's probably just gonna... What's the plan? Sleep his Guldur and swap in... Thanks, I suppose. Since this is a max speed Nidosil, even with +4 speed on the Mimit, I'm pretty sure I'll still be faster. Unless it's even a max speed Mimit +4, I don't think will outspeed Nid. Guldur is that slow. Actually, I outspread the Gazuma as well. Interesting. I guess I figured that out last turn. Oh, he does have Hurricane. Alright. Swaps out the Mimit. Brings in Momo. Okay. It's not bad. It's not in range, unfortunately. Mix's base special defense is too high. Under 14's PM range, yeah. So it's not in there at the moment. Gee, so it's a double swap. Swapped in Calibus, interesting. Mix is not afraid of this board at all. If I had refresh, it would be a good turn to refresh, but I don't. Funny enough, I could get synergy hallucination. What? Interesting choice. I know it's a bit crazy, but I am Nox bombing my own mix. That'll put it in PM. And give me a little bit of flexibility here. Being able to lower the special attack on this Mimit's really good. Because I didn't have any great ways to kill the Goulder, so I'm creating that space. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to swap out Mix for Goulder and then Spores the Goulder. There's the Gazuma. I'm not surprised to see it. I just really wanted the healing on Goulder. Toxic Ink will do nothing. Now we're going to see a Hurricane again. A Rotten Goo I would hope finishes off Gazuma from this health, but it might not. I'm going to swap in Venks. I know I don't really want to waste health on my Goulder like this, but I do need to kill this Gazuma because it's the biggest thing standing in its way. We actually tornadoes. It's a bit of a surprise. Hurricane was off hold since he swapped in the Gazu. Oh my goodness. That is a +3 Rotten Goo on a Gazuma. Like, special attack Goulder just ain't it. It just ain't. I'm just gonna ninja the Mimic, get some more damage on it. He's just not clicking Hurricane. Very strange. But, well, welcome choice. Ooh. He got... he got the boost, but at what cost? And that's in range to die to Savage Suplex. So that's good. There's one toxic threat down. Taking Goulder was the worst play they could have done. I don't think it was the worst. I mean, toxic Tems are really good against this team. Because I have so many Tems that get walled by it. He's gonna Toxic Ink to save stamina. If I somehow survive, I'll just, like, strangle Calibus. There's the Hurricane. Curious how much it'll do. Oh, that was nothing. Awesome. Strangles, okay. Double OX, yeah. Good thing I don't have Adrenaline Shot, I'd be sad. just gonna swap Gulder out for Nidrasil and then just get an Emanip off on the Momo. Can bring Gulder back in later for a mom's lunch or something. I guess my mix probably doesn't even get the Emanip off. Oh, it does, because it was -2 and I had completely forgot about that. Just refresh. Interesting. Oh, Gulder's tanky. It can eat the double here, and then I can get a Denigrate off. Gulder's not going to do much in the end game here anyways. Can't hit Zenareth effectively. And Calibus is already practically dead. I think I'm actually going to leave Gulder in here and just double the Momo slot. Oh, shoot, he was smart. I was thinking if he clicks Crystal Spikes on Momo, or on Zenareth, then that'll go first, and then the neutral hit will go into Mix, and I'll survive. But he actually... Oh, he clicked Knockback, though. So I still live. If he clicked Deluge there, he would have outsped with the Momo and then still killed the Mix. And I thought that was the play he was going for. Would have been very smart from him. Unfortunately, that was not the choice he made. He predicted the Acro swap. Yeah, I know that's what he predicted. But if I kill Momo, the game ends anyways, so... Just a bit sketch. That is such a big OX. Calibus goes down. Zenareth goes down. And we actually pulled out another win. GG's. Even win rate so far, that's pretty good for a team like this. Tamer pass, slowly getting closer to the Pookie area. Oh, queue up first. And Nidrasil was actually really nice that match. I still think that swapping out the Koish and the Nid would make this team better. Urem. Alright. Rank 3 from MSI. Third place from MSI, same difference. Looks like a stallier team. Shween will be an issue, but I have to ban the Adoro first. This is a little bit of a rough situation. I want to get a water cannon off on Anatan just to get toxic ticks. He picks Pocus. Okay, that's nice. Because I'm Eerie Quaish and it won't be super effective, but the chains hit will hurt horribly. Now I can ban the Shween, so he doesn't have any way to block toxic ticks on his ally. He has the Nidrasil still, and he's got the striking Mimit, so it'll kind of ruin me. But we'll try our best here. Right now, Anatan is public enemy #1. Temurian likely has bait. Got a couple options for spread moves, Denigrates, Allergic Spread, possibly Sandstorm, Mineral Hail, Piccolo and Yowler. Wally has Wind to hit Nidrasil. Yowler is just Yowler. Good strong damage. It's the one holding Res Badge on my team. Should change the stream title just because I didn't end up using Bully. There we go. He didn't bring the Mimit, which is interesting. Because of how many spread moves there are in type, I think the Venx is going to be better than Mix, unfortunately. I would love to bring Mix, but not this game. It unfortunately won't do a whole lot. It'll just kind of die. Fake beard just to get mobs lunched. Water cannon on the Anatan. He could swap in Nidrasil. I'm just gonna Madness buff because why not? Pukarium is bugged and doesn't work. I've seen that. I hope they get on it. But the bug is kind of cool because you can place a whole bunch of them, so it'll at least be a visual glitch and you can see a million. I also hope they fix the Pookie hat at some point. I still would love to use some brighter colors on it. It's so dim still. Check out the bug reports and just search Pukarium. I think the person actually spelled it wrong. It's like Pwekiarium. But yeah, you can... It's like there's no limit on how many you can place when you're in the design mode for your house. But when you exit out of it, it doesn't save. Very strange. I'm not sure why. So he does predict that I'm Iridescence, which is very fair. Oh, my Gulder outsped him, so that's just a min speed Anatan. Now I kind of have to ignore the Anatan for like 20 turns. He swaps it out anyways. Actually, Mom's Lunch is his own Tem. Kind of interesting, but I'm clicking Rotten Goose so it won't work anyways. He used Frond Whip even though he knew I was Iridescence. I should have clicked the other move. Harmful Lick, and just tried to kill the Chimerian. That probably would have been better. And by probably, I mean definitely. CPG, Speed Arrow, interesting. Is it a Scuffed Nidrasil as well? Didn't do a whole lot, but I removed the bait, so... Or I procced the bait and removed the healing, so that was good. I don't have any great turn 1 moves on Venx, especially ones that can't be clicked. Turn 1. Does he swap for Pocus? I'm getting outplayed. I didn't think he'd swap when he had his bait up. But I guess he did. Oh, Bark Shield. Okay, that's a problem. That is a big problem. I should have expected that. I'm facing a stall team and I just don't have the damage to break through it in the slightest. Cooler doesn't have any natural healing for me to really help out. I can strangle the Pocus just to make it OX for one turn, but it's not great. Allergic spread. I can avoid the toxic on Guldur. Venk still takes the full brunt of it though. Oh, a denigrate. Right, that's a move. He doesn't get the healing this way, but it lowers my Guldur's special attack, which sucks. I think he's gonna swap his Pocus for Anatan, so I'm gonna swap. Oh, no, he stayed in. Darn. He just spores his own Pocus, that's fair. Sucks for me, but it's fair. Oh, building blocks, that's right. Like, I could Arushiel the Venom spread here to see how much damage I can do. The denigrate's faster than my Guldur, which is a little unfortunate. Basically going back to this base special attack Guldur, I'm only +1 now. Yeah, it still did solid damage. Way more than I was expecting, at least. Swaps it out, the Pocus won't have a whole lot of viability left. If he keeps it in, I'm trapping it with Resin Trap, so it'll push off the regen, and it should just die after the Toxic Tick then. Okay. Wally probably takes a double in here and dies, which is unfortunate. Because Wally was my best answer to Nidrasil. Yup, this is 120 flat damage. And because of that, I don't have any real way to kill the Pocus. He just CPGs Guldur, and then beta bursts Venks or something. If that killed Chim and Guldur was able to live, I might have stood a chance. Because I need Guldur to take down Nidrasil. This is my only special attacker left. He doubled in the slot though. But I mean, it's still another hit, so. Yeah, just too rough of a game. If this was like a stall Yowler, it might have been able to clean up, but not the Yowler that I have, no. If there's the doubling on Guldur. I want to see how much the Oshi does though. I'll click that and then I'll FF. I think it only does like 30% or something. Anatan's super bulky. It's good to learn how much damage stuff does. If it wasn't for the Nidrasil, I bet Yowler could take down the Volphy and the Anatan. Maybe not just because stam control from Volphy, but oh well. Maybe I should use it on the Volphy instead, just because it'll be a better indicator for future games, because Volphy's far more common than Anatan. I mean, I could put like Matcha and then go Hibernate on the Yowler. I just don't think it's necessary. A Lifeful Sap. Just to rub some salt in the wound. 50%. Even with the comebacker boost, that wouldn't one-shot. I think this is a squishy or a bulkier Volphy though. But still. GG's. I was expecting to lose that one. He was using the same team, or at least a very similar team to the one he played in MSI with. And I'm running a meme team that I just made and played today. I found a match. I wonder if it's going to be a round 4 against whatever his name is that I already sort of forgot. Number 12, yeah. Oh, come on. I like facing a variety of players. The fact that both of our matches keep ending at the same time is really unfortunate. It'd be great if we could stagger some more, just so that we stop running into each other. Unless this is a viewer that just wants to match against me. Honestly, I'm not sure. If you are, hello and welcome to the stream. Are you trying to snipe me too, Kip? Oh. There's no reason for me not to do the same thing I did last time, because I can't think of one. Ban's Yowler. Ban the Zalbian again. Bring Mix to deal with the Gazuma, so I can get rid of the one wind on his team. Acronox to deal with these two. And it's just between Venks and Koish, but I'm going to bring Venks for Strangle support. I should really put Adrenaline Shot on it. That fire's not getting as much value as Adrenaline Shot would. I wonder if he'll do something different, like steal his Gazuma again, or maybe even my Nidrasil. Yeah, he did steal his Gazuma. And he slows down my Nidrasil, interesting. Alright, so we're gonna see the double Hurricane here, so I'm gonna double swap to Mix Venks. Since there's no digitals for synergy, it won't get any more speed than it already has. There's one Hurricane. Here's the second. Hello, Nick. Welcome. How far into the game we need to get into to be able to play together? I think you just need to get your starter and then you can play together. So it should be within like, yeah, 3 minutes basically. It's really not long at all. I guess the wrong mimics. The wrong swap. How's the multiplayer? I mean, the co-op story mode is as fun as any other co-op with friends. It's always great when you're able to play with friends. Especially when it's like a blind playthrough and neither of you really know what you're doing. Wondering if you should try out the game, but since you're adults, thought this might be the perfect game for us. I mean, this is like Pokemon, but with way more strategy possibilities. It's just a refined battle system, essentially. I love the game. It's like my favorite game of all time, so I highly recommend it. You join him, only during his story, you'll join him with your Temtems. I actually haven't played the co-op story, so I can't say for sure. I want to say that I believe you make progress at the same time, but if you co-op, you should. Whoever invites for the co-op should be the one that's. The one that's the story you're following. If you're both starting the story at the same exact time, at the same exact spot, you should both progress the story. You'll be able to go through the missions on the side of the screen, and you'll complete yours at the same time as your friends. But yeah, it's hard to say. I think the only issue would be is if one of you two gets ahead of the other and then you try and co-op, it might make things a bit difficult. He's a fan of Pokemon and you only like the first Pokemon? Gen 1 was great. I've liked like Gen 4 and 5 personally the most. But they're all quite good. You're hyped? Oh, that's cool to hear. I hope you do enjoy it. He keeps guessing my plays correctly. Yes, I'm playing the PvP. I am basically the rank 4 player in the world. I'm just playing around with Mimi theme teams though, just to have some fun. The PvP is where I think this game really shines. it's like it removes all RNG that Pokemon has. So there's no critical hits, there's no chance status effects, no flinches, no misses. Which is huge. And then there's also synergies in this game. So some moves have different effects based on the whichever type it's next to. Cool little bonus. Any tips for a beginner? I think like completely fresh, just starting out, just play through the campaign, have a lot of fun, and as you play through the campaign, you'll learn the type chart, the different types of every single Tem, and then eventually, once you're ready to get into PvP, if that's something you want to do, I would just pick one team and start playing with it. You can technically get into PvP from the very start of the game, or like right after you get your starter. There's a tab where you can go to competitive and check out what options are available. There's like tutorials and stuff on like the Crema YouTube, which is the company that made the game. So you can check those out. Yeah, it's a pretty long story. I mean, it's nothing crazy. I think it's like 40 hours or something if you just play it through it casually and not in a big rush. Thank you for the follow. Glad I could help some. Okay. -1 special defense now. I think this just kind of wrecks me. Yeah. Unfortunate. I'm not even sure if this Rotten Goo kills the Mimit. Nope. Gonna be a concede. Back and forth wins here. Against him at least. Our 2 wins of the day earlier, I guess I wasn't even paying attention, but that was nice. We'll see who we get to queue against now. Probably only play a few more games, just until the end of the hour. Then I got some other stuff to do for the rest of the day. But glad I could get on a bit early and stream for you guys. Another quick Q, very nice. Oh, you got me, Kip. Alright, a Towley, a Pupoise, and a Tental. Good luck, have fun to you as well. Torment's a pretty big issue because it's a toxic and crystal type. It just resists everything I want to do. Mudred's also a problem, but I can bring Lawali or Koish to deal with it somewhat. I guess not Koish because Koish is weak to Earth. At least mine is. An Oshi from Yowler could kill it in one hit. Something to keep in mind. Lawali's super good. Threatens out the Mudred and the Schween here. If this is a Guardian Schween, that would be really bad, but there's a side path there, so I'm assuming it's not. I'll bring out the Ghouler. I think that'll be alright. Banning the Mudred if I get the chance. Probably the Tental would be the second highest prio ban. Debating on going for the Pupoise for the amphibian strategy still. That's fun. Yeah. You know, after considering, I think... Oh no, I mix for the Tental left. I no longer have mix for the Tental left. So I'll pick the two things that aren't weak to it. I'm gonna pick Venks just for Strangle support. Yowler still wouldn't have been bad though. I get rid of the fake beard, which is nice. Pupoise doesn't have a lot of stamina. If the Schween stays, it gets trapped, and then I can just plague it again, and that'll be really good. Oh, it's a very squishy Schween. Reactive Vial, okay. Unfortunately, after the Reactive Vial boost, I will not be able to kill the Schween with another Plague. Ooh, that did a lot of damage to Lawali. I don't know this Pupoise's speed after the +1, if it's max special attack or what. I guess I can't even Urushiol, so... Actually gonna throw Lawali in the back here. Venks isn't gonna be real great this game, so I'm gonna bring it in now. And then I'll just use Rotten Goo to finish off the Schween. It'll be a Tental boost, which feels a bit bad, but it's not the end of the world. Ooh, marbles on the Tental, very interesting. It is not going to be a Tental boost because my Guldur is sleeping. He's just taking a nap. Swap out Guldur for Acronox. Taking some marbles chip, which isn't cool, but it's okay. Yeah, see, that was a lot of stamina just to use one beta burst. That's why I like. That's why I like Sweatband on my Tental. I guess a fluid barrier would really mess with me. Because then I wouldn't be able to apply my status effects, which is probably what's gonna happen right now. Yeah, darn, that sucks. At least I get some chip damage in Shmeenzo X. I'm actually predicting Tental to come in for the Shween now. And then just a Nicho on the Acronox slot. Don't have a lot of counterplay to that though. I do like Acro alive, so I'm gonna swap in Venks, but I don't have anything to deal with the Tental immediately. Oh no, we see Pupoise. Maybe an attack on Guldur then? I have punch bags, so that's kind of nice. Oh, it's on the Venks, okay. Venks does go down. Yeah, okay. Guldur sucks. If I've learned anything today, it's that Guldur sucks. Oh man. If this side pad has Ninja, then Lawali just dies. I have no way I outspeed Ninja. But normally the flex slot goes to Rage when there's a Shween on the team. We do see the Tental get a boost, but I get the Rotten Goo off, so it's not the worst thing in the world. Yeah, that does a lot of damage. Probably see Towley come in here. Nope, we see Shween. Gonna fire off some more Rotten Goos, Plague, just try and kill Tental at all costs. Double Hypno. I don't have any sort of sleep control on my team, so there's not really any big holds that are able to get off by doing this though. It's just guaranteeing a kill on Lawali. Because anything the Shween used probably wouldn't have been able to finish it off alone. The problem would be is if they attack Guldur now, because I did rest to try and get some stamina back, because Guldur has really low stamina. I guess I should have expected Guldur to want to stay on the field longer, so I should have put some stam invest in it. It spreads like literally 500 HP, 500 special attack, so that was a mistake on my part. Yeah. Oh, no, finishing off the Lawali. Quartz shield. Bit of an issue. Bring in Koish. Koish resists mental for Tental. I believe I can still kill with a Rotten Goo. Yeah, you know, I'm just gonna Toxic Ink instead. Just in case something goes wrong. Because I guess a Fluid Barrier would also ruin my day. There's just no way I kill if the Shween Fluid Barriers. But Tental also has no way to hit Koish. He needs to Water Cannon for super effective damage. If the Shween's even running that, not all of them do. Now the Crystal Deluge is a better attack. But I suppose it's just Water Cannon, Crystal Deluge, Quartz Shield, and Fluid Barrier. That's pretty typical. I'm not too afraid of the Pupoise. Towlate can come in whenever it wants to and be threatening. Tental's running low on stamina. See a Beta Burst on Guldur. That does good damage, but nothing crazy. We do see the Water Cannon. Shween goes down. Now the Toxic Ink will be able to actually apply Poison Ticks, and Tental will go down. Hypnotist. Swap out Guldur, and then just try and get like a harmful lick on the Pupoise if I get attacked and somehow survive. Hello, Himi. Yeah, Tally's a goofy looking thing. I like it though. Shween's Horn Nox Bomb, very interesting. It's able to wake itself up as well, which is cool. Koish does not survive. Getting the Mom's Lunch Fake Beard off on Pupoise is nice. I think Guldur dies to a Faraday Cage, which sucks. But I gotta at least try and do something. That's not a lot of chip. There's the Faraday Cage taking up like its entire stamina bar. Guldur does go down. Sting is nice. I can Venom spread and I hope it takes down the Pupoise now. There's no swaps even if there was. Just don't think there's a lot left. It depends. If this Towley is running Oshi, I might just lose. Perfect stamina, I do not OX. Ooh, intimidation, okay. But I did rest again, so I don't OX immediately. I can get a sting off. Ellie always wins these. If it's got a melee move, it does, but I don't know if this one does. Easy NATO. Oh no! It lived on 1 health and I died at the OX. Oh man, that's a great way to end a match. It's unfortunate I lost, but that's fun. I don't even mind losing against that. GG's, Kip. Yeah, I know, I was 1 HP. That's what I get for trying to take Tally down. I should have spammed rest more. There's triple wind against my triple toxic team. Very unfortunate. There's also a Mashuk there. Looks like a turbo team. Status likes to run those. They killed Tally. Way to deal with Digis. They did? I mean, I still got Shween's Horn Nox Bomb. It's not great, but it's an option. Yeah, Mashuk's a pretty big problem for my team. And then there's a Tolkien just right there that I can't really bring anything in front of. I'm doing this lead just so I can try and get like a late Torment something going. Plus, if this Mashuk is running heli kick and not uppercut, then he'll have to heli kick. I guess I'm not attacking the Mashuk, so I won't get comeback on it. Do we have Kaku Sip here? No, we do not. I have limited emote slots at the moment. We do have 1 open, but I want to get another Pookie themed emote for sure. Pookie Sip when? I mean, I've got like a poll for which emote to do next on my Discord, but most people haven't bothered to do that, and the Discord's still pretty quiet. I think I'm going to transition it to just be like my general stream Discord, and maybe we'll see more interaction then. Who knows? If people want a Pookie Sip, I could try and commission that though. Shouldn't be too hard to make or anything. This is the 2nd time today I've already been asked for a Kaku Sip / Pookie Sip emote, so... really need Acronox for anything, so I'm fine with letting it die here. If I knew I could get a Petrify off, I would, and then I'd late Torment, but I just don't think that's very realistic to expect. Pretty sure I'm just going to get heli kicked here and then Acronox goes down. And then Tatter just major slashes Yowler. If I did live the heli kick though, I guess I'd be a bit sad. Oh, it's gonna... Oh, it is a major slash on the Acronox, okay. quick comebacker boost, so that was really good damage. Got an up bar, really? Okay. I don't know how speedy this Mashuk is. Usually tireless Mashuks have a decent amount of speed invest. I'm not gonna risk it. I could Plague the Tataru and then just finish off the Mashuk, or I could Hypoxia the Mashuk and hope I'm faster, but I just don't think there's any way I'm faster. Ugh, dang. Bad predictions. At least I get the kill on Tataru because of Mom's Lunch. It's a nice little bonus. Need some solid damage on Moments. Moala is still kind of an issue. Mashuk issue. Interesting to see Gazuma come in here. Savage Suplex will OX, but I think it's worth it. Kill this Gazuma, then Gulder's pretty free. Moala swaps in, but I'm asleep, so it's just kind of like a repositioning thing. GG threat's annoying. I have handcuffs on Lawali, so I can push that off. If he stays in a Moala, I'll do a ton of damage to it. If he swaps it, then Lawali gets more of a free swap in for handcuffs. Telekinetic, okay. That hurts. Harmful microwaves also hurts. Koala goes down. I can just play Gulder. Ah, dang, I should have tinked the moments. I was not expecting a Sparks. Need a pollution so I can 50-50 on the V spread. I guess trapping my Gulder in front of a Gazuma isn't the smartest decision I've made all day. If this moment has block, it can probably just win the late game for free too. Oopsie. I should have let the Gulder die and taken the damage on moments. That would have been the smart play. Oh, interesting. Actually see an attack on Yowler. Maybe a double? Yeah. Yowler doesn't even survive the double. So, oof. Yeah, this combo is so strong. And with Gazuma getting buffed, it was only became stronger. I don't think I can come back from this. Not with Gulder OX. GG's. See the Tental team? I'll be alright. I understand what a Tental team does for the most part. I ran it for a while. A long while. $232. We had just run more speed on Lawali. Go up to like 271 or something. Should still be alright with Acronox. Now it'll actually outspeed a few things. And you can get Petrifies off for late Torment. Put a refresh on the mix. Clicking Hallucination just isn't outsped by a Fiery Soul. Only so much I can do. Falcons don't normally go max speed. I hardly ever see max speed. Man, for even a 3-turn rotation with Grandpa, it's just not happening. Thank you for the follow, Atomic. Hello, Mizu. I'll go with Windburst instead of Hurricane. I'm gonna have fake beard on it, but like even I guess I can go 61 and it still works. It's just still a lot of invest for a Grandpa because Grandpa's stamina is so low. The unfun mix build, does this look unfun to you? But yeah, that's fair. What is the slowest? I guess it would be mix. Status supply. Let's go 232 on the Grandpa and then put the rest in bulk. I don't want it too squishy. I don't know what to do for the other slot though. Just something. Maybe a melee, just so I can hit earths and crystals that resist toxic. But then I'm still weak to mental. Do like a fire. Some with burn, so that I can use it with Grandpa for bully. I don't have waters, so oh, it's gonna be Anatan. And then I just ban Earths. I still have this spread memorized. Because it is super duper easy. And then nut bar opened up so I can throw that on here. Wherever it is. I passed it. Gotta make sure. Yeah, I definitely outspeed those two because late Torment, slow prio. We'll try this then. I don't know if it'll be any better, but I figure a little bit of switch up would be good. At least for another game or two before I head off. I almost gotta throw 500 attack TVs in this Mashuk so I can continue killing these Volfies. I haven't TV trained it yet. I always do my TV training with smoothies, so... I always value feathers higher than Pansuns. So rather than buying the essences at the feather shop, I always buy the smoothies. Hello, sir. I like your piranhas. Mine's rideable, though. I queue up. I feel like this is the longest queue of the day, and it's only been like 30 seconds. I did queue. Oh, there we go. That should be slightly improved at least. Could actually remove the mix now as well. Remove some of the earth weakness. Facing one snow again. Adara's still bad for this team. It hits the light tormentors and the toxics. Kinda ruins my whole strat here. Even though I got a couple things to deal with it, it's just problematic regardless. No, not the Gulder! Man, I wish the Rushiel wasn't a physical move. Because I can't actually hit this or this Brocklum effectively. And that's what he's gonna pick now that I pick Acronox. It's possible we see 2 Vine, but I feel like that's unlikely. I want to scare off the Volcrine, that's why I picked Acronox. Because Acronox can one-shot Volcrine because it's got the lowest special defense of any fully evolved Tem. Vine's not great, but I have some ways to deal with it, sort of. Plague Soilstein plus Plague should finish it off if that's what I choose to do. Yeah, there's the Broccolum. Unfortunate. I can't even really bring in Anatan here. What? Why am I bringing a mix in front of a 2-Vine? Because my 2-Vine has insane defense investment. I didn't calc this one, but I'm pretty sure it can live a CPG. Got no mentals, so my neutrals can run free now. Gotta watch out for the Nestlef with Grandpa. I don't think I'm bringing Anatan, just because he's got double water. He gets last pick too. If he picks 2-wire here, maybe I'll pick Anatan, because that actually works in my favor. But he did not. Yeah, because Anatan gets walled by Hazrat, gets hurt bad by Broccolum, Ukama, and the Nesla. How dare I put 2-wire in C tier? 2-wire alone as a Tem is not great. It's just a common factor bot. Its stats suck. It's got decent moves. It's got a horrible typing. It's got mediocre to low stamina. It's a decent support, but in this meta, I just think that there's better options. Oh, we got Shirk watching us in the back there. Let's see. Equinox would be nice for Hazrat. But I also have Grandpa for Hazrat, so I'll Soil Steam the 2-Vine, get some damage off on it. Try and make this Broccolum OX. My nature got banned, so I don't have any Emanip synergy, otherwise it would be great. Ah. He predicted a swap. I didn't swap. Also, the 2-Vine's faster than my Equinox, so I can't even double in to finish it off now. Let's bring in Venx to get the hold off. As soon as Equinox goes down, 2-Vine will be in range to get hit by a C-Spikes. Shirk's gonna try and snipe me. I don't mind if he does. I think he's competing for, like, podium. So if he just wants to farm wins off me, I won't stop him. Sometimes my theme teams throw him off, though, just because they're just so jank. Even though I think this one's self-explanatory. Like, it's pretty obvious it's a late Torment team. Farm content, not elo? Yes, that's a good statement I pretty much follow. Yeah, that hurts, but Sphinx is still pretty healthy. Content. Depending on how much... If this Broccolum doesn't have any speed invest, Venx will outspeed and we'll get OX off from Savage Suplex, which would be nice. Because it's got low stamina. I think an Inner Spirit would kill my mix at this health, which would be problematic. Oh, I didn't even notice a Sweatband Broccolum. Actually, I mean, this 2-Vine gets a Turbine off before it dies because my mix has no speed invest. Oh well. These spreads are awful. Hazrat stops by. Guess that's no fun. Broccolum swaps out too. Ukama. Ukama's in range to die from a ninja. Might as well burn the ninja now, I don't really have any reason to hold it. Didn't try and predict a swap or anything, he's just clicking green circles. Very fair. Oh, I lived. But he covered for the swap, or for the Why would you do that? Like, in what world does a mix live that normally? Oh, unfortunate. If Ukama went down, there wouldn't have been a whole lot of spread moves. Maybe just an Electric Storm on Nesla, but Nesla doesn't like being in front of mix. See that 2-Vine actually, kind of interesting. Everyone throws marbles on their Hazrat, which is super bad for me. Turbine on the Venks, that's not good. Goaty does more damage than move flank with rested. Oh. I guess that makes sense, yeah. Swaps out the Nesla for Broccolum. Unfortunate, but the best play. I could have swapped in Yowler, but I did not. See a T-Strike Inner Spirit on the Grandpa slot. I need to hold up on Yowler if I'm to pull anything out somehow. I'm a little surprised there was no E-Storm there. Ooh, a Plague. Not even an Inner Spirit. That's a bit sketch. Not sure why you wouldn't. If Nesla swaps here, I lose for sure. But I think I just gotta double in, try and kill them. Oh my goodness, really? The Nesla with Bright Beam. I haven't seen one of those in ages. And here comes the Inner Spirit. That was one of the few moves that would have helped. I get E-Strike would have, or E-Storm would have worked too, I suppose. GG. I just... doesn't really matter what I click here. Yeah, the Aquatic just outspeeds and kills. Yeah, it's really hard to face strong meta teams when you're running jank. And if your opponent gets the predictions right, or has an unexpected move like Bright Beam, it's even harder. So GG's won. Broken end screen. Yeah, so the edits really didn't help much that game. It was still kind of close, there's just a few bad predictions. I'll do one more game and then I'm gonna head off for the day. Glad somehow we got 2 of our wins in a row for our 3-8 record. Gonna head over to Properton, feed my Mashuk some smoothies while I'm thinking about it. Probably find a match, then forget by the time it's done, but at least I can try. Make a Pup-Hoist team. I'm thinking every other week now, or every other theme team day or whatever, I might start making teams trying to use the non-fully evolved Tems. Because I know I still want to use Brockwork on a team. Pup-Hoist would be another cool one. And to see if I can make a viable team for them. Like, if that's the only thing that's jank on the team, but the rest of the team has enough supports to try and play around it, and make that singular Tem viable, I'm curious to see how well they can perform. I know that a lot of Tems are getting stat boosts, which differentiates them even further from non-fully evolved, but maybe some Tems only need like one move that their evolved form already has to be viable. Sparzy's a great example. If Sparzy had Uppercut as a melee move instead of just Wrenching Massage, I think it would be perfectly usable. But that is not something it has. Rockwork was another one that needed Uppercut, but now it has Hook Kick, which is not perfect, but it's at least something to work with. Rock is +8/+8, and Waspine heals all the damage a Kinu Beidou Burst does. Oh my goodness. You running Marathonist or Camouflage, Brock? Okay, yeah. And yeah, Kip, I know it's got lower physical attack than special attack, but the problem is it doesn't have any special attack nature moves. Like, and Frond Whip hits really hard. Actually, it does. Is that Brock Orc or Brock Alum? Because I feel like Brock Orcs were closer than that, but I could be wrong. Oh. I was going over towards the dojo for some reason. Habits. Big Brock? Yeah, what's Baby Brock? Or Middle Brock, I should say. Oh, that's middle, yeah, because it's 54 for Brock Orc and 68 for... Broccolum has more special attack. Brock Orc could replace Kaku if they gave it Lifeful Sap. I think that might be a little too much, because that would translate to Broccolum and be kind of broken. Alright, Lawali gets banned, Gario gets banned. Broccolum would be better, Saku? Yeah, basically. Gotta figure out a new meme team for future snipes. Yeah, I mean, it's getting harder and harder to make meme teams, I feel like, just because I've done so many ideas. That's why I'm gonna try and make teams revolving around the baby Tems, and then just compile everything and throw it in a feedback post. Maybe somehow, possibly, they'll listen. Martial Strike Brock. That would probably be on the moveset. Right, does... I mean, Brock Orc has to get it, right? Just for a priority move, though. It'd probably be Martial Strike, Hook Kick, Rond Whip, and Dim Mock. He swaps Garunder, interesting. Maybe not. Doesn't know that Anatan doesn't have a good turn 1 crystal move. You need Bark Shield. Yeah, I mean, I'll play around with it. Create with the spice because of stuff like bait camo. What I think's holding back the team. I think the problem with this team is that I'm trying to combine both late Torment and Venom spread. I think that these two are things that are better when it's just one of them sprinkled into a normal viable team. But with this, it's just like, I have a really bad mental weakness, I have a really bad toxic weakness, and people can ban out whichever side of the team that they're weaker against. Alright, so that happened. Tsunami did like 30%, or 35%, but then I had self-care and nut bar. As the V-Spread or late Torment side felt better. Venom, so the main thing with Venom spread is I wanted to try Goulder, because it got Venom spread, and it was, I think it's, I was saying it was trash before this, but I realized I should give it a try before I, I can say it's a trash, and I don't think it's viable. It's just, you don't want to spend 30% of your HP to Madness buff to only deal the same amount of damage that basically Acronox does. Oh, we get one last match against number 12, I guess. The late Torment side probably feels more consistent, but if your opponent has any amount of mentals whatsoever, then it just feels bad. But like Toxics are bad for the Venom spread, so I don't know. Honestly, neither side feels good. He's trying something different, leading with Gario. That's really interesting. I guess now that I have Anatan, he's trying to scare it off. I mean, that Zabian obviously has wastewater. Almost still an issue for this team. I mean, Venom spread, if I was... I think the Ukama Acronox combo is just the best option for Venom spread. Like, I'm trying stuff like Urushiol, Lawali. I had Spores Nidrasil with max speed for fast Hypnos and Spores and stuff, and that one was also kind of bad. I actually removed it. Tried to Quench with Water Cannon, but that was no good either. I mean, with how strong Shuin is, having the option to just throw a Venom spread on a team and get value that way is completely viable. Telekinetic, so he actually predicted me to swap out. Good play on him. He also gets to resist both of my Tems on the field now. I don't know if this is an alt account or just a Showdown player that's been playing a ton since the Showdown came out or what, but you seem to know how to play fairly well. I think the high Showdown are all alts. Maybe. I mean, a Showdown player is ranked like 2 right now, so it's probably an alt of somebody, but I don't know. I don't know who. You don't think they can learn the game so fast? But the thing is that they spam games. Like, this guy's been on for it as long as I have, and if this guy's on at this time playing like 20 games a day, every day since Showdown came out, that's like over 100 games. Like, they probably don't have an entire grasp of the game, but they probably understand their team and the current meta. You're ruining this game? Oh, no. Oh wait, no, it's just gonna use wastewater, so I'm trolling. Oh no, I used turbine, okay. Perfect. Nobody saw my mistake. Catching a 7 to 52 eye egg. I'm not quite sure what you mean by that, but good luck. Hatching eggs is always very hit or miss. Oh, 750, yeah, so just a perfect. Yeah, 7-7. Zabian goes down. I know it would have gone. No, it doesn't. Wait, I didn't even see it survived on 1 health. No. Now it gets the wastewater off. Lawali dies. Now it's my best thing to do with Gario. Oh, I think calling it a day after this is gonna be good. I don't feel burnt, but the mistakes I'm making are just. Yeah, and that wasn't even really a mistake. It was just unfortunate it lived. Second 1 HP poison temp today, that's true. Both times it's flipped games too, because if I had... If I had my Lawali alive still, I'd be able to threaten the Gario, but now Acronox is really important to keeping something alive. Tesla Prison. Acronox doesn't need speed, so that much is fine. I didn't invest any special attack or any HP in my mix, so I think I'd still die to the crystal spikes here. I'd definitely die if it's a hurricane. Yeah, I just get outsped. And it's just enough to kill, so GG's. Sad to end on a loss, but I feel like if I played to end on a win... I should have just ended the last game when I made the guy FF turn 1. I have to end on a loss. I have stuff I gotta do today. Playing until a win, I'd be here forever. This team is just... it's not one that will work well. It was fun to try. Now I can say I've tried Venom Spread Ghoulder, and now I can say it's trash. Savage doesn't even kill that stupid Gazuma. I think it's got like 200 defense in vest and like 500 HP. You think I can't loss and you haven't been here for the whole stream. Because it's been a lot of losses with just a few wins sprinkled in there. I wouldn't recommend it, but I will post the code for this team. Maybe somebody can figure out what it needs and can make it viable. What I think, like I said, it's just with the late Torment team, it's going to be better to just sprinkle in that to a regular team. Make someone donate 1K. I'll be back tomorrow for another stream. It's going to be at my normal stream time though. Saturdays, I don't have anything early on in the day, so I'm able to stream at this time, but afternoons are still usually busy for me. But thank you guys so much for showing up. Let me see if there's anyone to raid quick before I end. I'm not seeing anyone playing PvP. There's some people playing through the campaign and some PvE. If anyone's interested, you could check out. But that'll be all for me. Thanks once again, and I'll see you guys in the next one.